Hello consultant, my today's question is from the question to December 2018, and the question number 2, that is Jones, which is on the topic performance pyramid. What are the topics in the question? Performance pyramid, evaluation of key performance indicators, and Six Sigma. These are the topics that will be solved in this that will be covered in this question. So let's read the requirement first. Advise the CEO how the Lynch and Cross performance pyramid can help Jones achieving its corporate vision. So what is the requirement? It says advise the CEO what to advise, how the pyramid can help the entity in achieving its corporate vision. So that is the first requirement. And the requirement 2, using the pyramid. So we need to know the pyramid. There are 4 levels involved: vision in top level, then the market and financial second level, and in third level there are customer satisfaction, flexibility and productivity, and in fourth level there are quality, delivery time, cycle and waste. You need to memorize the 4 steps involved in the pyramid. Okay, then the requirement 2, using the pyramid, evaluate the extent to which suggested new measures in appendix 2. So from the requirement you can understand that in appendix 2 there are some suggested measures. We have to evaluate to which extent these can be used to measure and manage operational performance at zones. So we need to measure and manage operational performance at zones. We need to evaluate how these KPIs, how these measures will be used in measuring and managing operational performance. So we don't need to judge the operational performance. We need to evaluate whether these measures is appropriate, and if appropriate, to how much extent these are appropriate. And finally the requirement is about the make, that is Six Sigma, the 5 steps involved in Six Sigma: define, measure, analyze, improve and control. So let's read the requirement. Advise whether the 2 measures defined in appendix 3. So in appendix 3 we'll get 2 measures. We have to advise whether these 2 measures are suitable for use in the make method to implement the Six Sigma. So what is the requirement? They will implement Six Sigma in order to improve delivery performance. Now we are asked to advise whether those 2 measures suggested in appendix 3 are suitable for the use of Six Sigma to improve the delivery performance of the organization. What is the name of the organization? Zones. Okay, let's read the scenario. You're given with 3 appendix. Okay, first corporate vision, market, financial. That's appendix 1 and 2 and 3 appendix. Let's read the scenario first. What is written here? Zones, company information. Zones is an overnight parcel delivery business. What does it do? It delivers parcel. Since it was founded by the current CEO, so we need to understand the industry. It's really important. Delivery business. It is a service business. Is it? Okay. Since it was founded by the current CEO, it has grown rapidly due to a boom in online shopping. It has grown rapidly. It now operates 1,000 delivery vehicles. So it has 1,000 delivery vehicles of various sizes. Recently, financial performance and market shares have deteriorated. That's bad. What are they doing with 1,000 vehicles with rapid growth? Their performance deteriorated. So bad. Jones has had no clear corporate vision. It should have been bad because they have no corporate vision. An excessive focus on financial objective. They are financially focused on the ratios, on the financial returns, on the profits, on the ROAS, on the whatever, all the financial focus, and inadequate system to measure. So there was an inadequate system to measure and manage performance of the underlying process driving its financial performance. So they had no measure. So they had no metric to measure and manage performance. Actually they had, but that were inadequate. Their systems was inadequate. Okay. What is the business model they use? Jones Collection and Delivery Service uses a delivery vehicle to transport parcel. to and from local depots and individual addresses. What do they do? Collection and delivery service uses delivery vehicles. They use delivery vehicles to transport parcel to and from local depots and individual addresses. Okay, to send to the individual addresses. These are important while setting KPIs. We need to say something. Then we need to assess KPIs. So we need to know the process of the business. Vehicles may also pick up parcels from the addresses to which they deliver. Each time the vehicle calls to pick up or deliver parcels is known as a stop. So what is said that each time the vehicle calls to pick up, when they calls to pick up or deliver parcel is known as stop, and the time of day for each stop is booked in advance. So this stop time is booked in advance. At the end of each day, vehicles along with any parcel not delivered. So we can see that then there are some parcels which are not delivered. What do they do with that? They return to the depots, the vehicle and the undelivered parcels. Regardless of who pays for the service, Jones regards anyone to whom it delivers or from whom it picks a parcel as a customer. So who are the customers or Jones? These are the definition of customers. Whoever picks their parcel or from whom it picks the parcel. In the long term, the requirement of both of these groups of competitive priced, okay, I'm reading it again because I didn't understand it. It's important for you. Whenever you don't understand anything, you need to read it twice. In the long term, the requirements of both of these groups for a competitively priced, reliable and flexible service will be similar. Okay, now got it. Performance improvement proposal. The CEO believes that reduction in customer satisfaction. What does CEO believe? In APM, in most of the cases, the CEO is a lady, gentle lady. So what does she or he? I don't know. It's probably she. The CEO believes that reduction in customer satisfaction and flexibility caused by a decline in operational performance. So their operational performance is declining. That is causing reduction in customer satisfaction and reduction in flexibility may have led to the recent deterioration. Why their deterioration have occurred? Decline in operational performance, reduction in customer satisfaction, reduction in flexibility, deterioration in financial performance and market share. So their financial performance and market has been deteriorated due to all these things. It has been suggested that Jones use the Lynch and Cross performance pyramid. So it is suggested to use pyramid to reverse the deterioration. So now they want to improve their situation. How? By using the pyramid. What does pyramid says? There are 4 levels. I have discussed it earlier, and 3 new measures for operational performance have been suggested in Appendix 2. So these are actually narration of the requirement. They said that there are 3 measures suggested in Appendix 2. CEO has stated the Jones corporate vision should be. So this is really important. This is really important. What is their objective? They had no corporate vision. So now their objective is to increase shareholder wealth. They want to increase shareholder wealth. Value creation, shareholder value creation. How? By becoming the leading overnight parcel delivery business. So they want to be the leading business, providing quality, reliability and value for customers. So they want to maintain the quality, reliability, and they want to add value for customers. It is also proposed to use the DMAIC. They want to use the DMAIC, Six Sigma method, to implement the Six Sigma methodology to improve the quality of the delivery. So they want to improve the quality of the delivery. How? Using the steps involved in Six Sigma. 2 measures have been defined in Appendix 3, which may help improve Jones' delivery performance. So 3 sections of the questions is relevant for 3 requirements. So let's first discuss the requirement. A. Advise the CEO how the Lynch and Cross performance pyramid can help Jones to achieve its corporate vision. How? So while discussing the performance pyramid, we need to think that, we need to discuss that, we need to say that, we need to mention that each and every level, achievement of level 4 will achieve level 3. Achievement of level 3 will achieve level 2, hence level 1. So if we can, let's see the Appendix 1. If we can improve the quality and delivery, if we can improve the quality and the delivery, then our customers will be satisfied. If we can deliver within the time, if it takes less time, if our cycle time is low, we are flexible. So if our cycle time is low, if your percentage of waste is less, then we are productive. So this third level will be achieved by the achievement of this level. Through the achievement of this, if our customers are satisfied, they will come to us, our customer will grow, so that will grow our market share. If we are flexible enough, our customers will be satisfied as well, so we will be able to achieve the market, our market share will grow. And if we are flexible enough and we are productive enough, we will be financially sound. Finally, if our market is growing and if our financial return are growing, then we will be able to achieve the corporate vision, which is here what? Increasing the value for shareholders. That is the primary objective, which is supported by the other secondary aims that are providing quality, reliability and value for customers. All the steps may not be necessarily, all the things mentioned here may not be necessarily relevant to this organization, but these are the primary idea about the performance pyramid which you need to have in your mind. Okay, now let's see how pyramid can help the organization to achieve its vision. So now let's move towards what to draft in the answer. To advise how pyramid will help, we need to know what is pyramid. So we know that pyramid covers not only the financial issues but also it covers both the financial issues, and also there are some non-financial measures. So pyramid actually covers wide range of underlying issues that drives the financial performance. Financial performance is not driven automatically. So there are some underlying issues. So pyramid helps to set a performance pyramid. We need to say that a performance pyramid helps to set financial and non-financial measures. Non-financial measures are important because non-financial measures helps an organization to achieve long-term future performance, and this will be helpful for this organization. Why? Because here it is said that the organization has an excessive focus on financial objectives and inadequate system. So by following the pyramid, their systems will be sufficient to measure their performance, and they will have both a mix of financial and non-financial issues. Here one thing is missing. I think we are not given with what their financial measures are. They have said that they are financially focused, but what are the financial measures? It is unclear. So we can say that nothing is mentioned in the scenario, or we can say that it is unclear, or we can say that but nothing is mentioned about what are the current financial measures. Elements in pyramid are interrelated. I told you earlier, all the elements are interrelated. I discussed, right? So each level supports another level. These are the, and for example, here they talked about stops. What is the stops? When they picks up the parcel from the address to which they deliver. What is a stop? Each time the vehicle calls to pick up or deliver parcel is not a stop. So stop is the point of the delivery or receiving the parcel. So on time stop will increase customer satisfaction. So on time stops can be a metric for measuring quality. For measuring quality, on time stops, that's the quality of a parcel business. This will increase customer satisfaction, which will externally increase the market share. They have an aim to become leading company, right? Becoming the leading overnight parcel business. They want to be leading, so they need to increase their market share. How their market share can be increased? By increased satisfaction of customer, by increased level of flexibility, which can be increased by maintaining quality and delivery as per customer requirement. So this will what we can see here, this level is supporting ultimately the second level, and that is supporting the top level, and that is ultimately achieving the vision of the organization, that is they want to become what? Leading. So this is a part of their vision, which can be achieved by maintaining the quality, by increasing the customer satisfaction. In pyramid, objectives are designed from top to bottom, that is strategic to operational. Here is a strategic level, tactical level, and operational level. In pyramid, objectives are designed, objectives are cascaded from top to down, from strategic to operational. So vision of increasing shareholder value, they have a vision, the organization have a vision of increasing shareholder value. How can I measure? This can be supported by financial objective. So vision, this can be supported by financial objective. What can be the objective? We can just suggest. We are not requested to suggest, so we can just use it as an example. We will not discuss detailedly about what is EVA and all. We are just mentioning it as a financial measures that helps to achieve the vision, that helps to measure whether the shareholders value is created or not. Pyramid ensures both internal and external aspects. Another thing we can say that pyramid ensures both internal and external aspects. In the left side, it talks about the external efficiency. These are the external factors, and in the right side, it talks about external effectiveness and internal efficiencies, such as customer satisfaction is an external effectiveness of the business, which will help to achieve the ultimate goal, ultimate vision, and measures such as on-time stops is a measure of flexibility or productivity, which will help in achieving corporate vision. So we can say that the pyramid is in many aspects important for the will be important for the organization, will be relevant for the organization. So we will say all these things. That's all. Now we can read the answer once for satisfying ourselves, though we have discussed everything. The performance pyramid covers not only the financial performance but also performance relating to wide range of underlying process which drives financial performance. As such, it helps to set financial and non-financial performance measures. So pyramid helps to set financial and non-financial performance measures such as on-time stops. Non-financial measures are leading indicators. Non-financial measures are indicators which can help to achieve long-term future financial performance. This would be useful to Jones, which has had excessive focus on financial objectives and inadequate system to measure and manage performance of the underlying process driving the financial performance. The elements of the pyramid are interrelated. This has been discussed. At each level of the pyramid, suppose the one above it. So one level, suppose another level above it. So for example, on-time stops will increase customer satisfaction, which will eventually lead to greater market share. Greater market share is an element of corporate vision, becoming leading business. So objective cascade down the pyramid from the strategic to operational level. The vision to increase shareholder wealth can be supported by the financial objectives such as EVA at the level below, that is financial level. Measures flow up the pyramid. So the measurement of on-time stops can help determine whether Jones is achieving customer satisfaction. So the measurement of on-time stops. So if the company measures on-time stops, the company can measure whether they are achieving the customer satisfaction goal. The pyramid ensures that all aspects. What they ensures? Internal efficiency and external effectiveness of performance measurement. The right hand side of the pyramid covers internal efficiency such as flexibility and productivity. The right hand side, flexibility and productivity internal efficiency, while the left hand side covers external effectiveness such as customer satisfaction, using on time stops again as an example which relates to the quality. So they are telling about using on time stops that will again as an example of quality measure, it will measure the external effectiveness. There is an if element of pyramid which will lead to improved performance up the left hand side of the pyramid. So quality will improve the level up, that is customer satisfaction, hence market share, hence vision. So this is the discussion of requirement 1. Then let's see the requirement B. I'm taking a short break. It's not a break for you because I'm pausing the video. Now let's see the requirement B, that is we are to evaluate the suggested new measures in appendix 2. How can they be used to measure and manage operational performance? Operational performance means these level. This is strategic level, this is tactical level, and this level, that is operational level. So we are asked to measure how the suggested KPIs here will help in this level, how these will help to achieve this level. Read the requirement again. Using the performance pyramid, evaluate the extent to which suggested new measures in appendix 2 can be used to measure and manage operational performance at zones. So we have to manage and measure operational performance of these level at zones by using pyramid with this three or four, how many? 1, 2, 3 measures. It's also written in the scenario, right? The scenario said 3 new measures for operational performance have been suggested. Operational performance, many students do not get what the word is. Operational performance means the level 4. Okay. What can be the answer? In the solution we should say that operational performance means what? The quality, delivery, cycle time, and waste. Here what are the measures? Let's say vehicle utilization. Vehicle utilization can be useful for waste management. These aspects of 4th level, vehicle utilization, how do they do it? This is measured by taking the average of vehicle load as per percentage of capacity. This is measured by taking the average of vehicle load as per percentage of capacity when the vehicle leaves the depot at the beginning of each day, and vehicle loads and percentage of capacity when the vehicle returns. So they average the beginning capacity, the beginning and the end of the each day. Does it really represents the full day utilization of vehicle? This is the beginning and the ending. How can it be? Okay, we'll have to criticize it. Then capacity is measured either according to the internal volume or the length of the vehicle, depending on the type of the vehicle being used. These are the other information regarding this measure. Then the second measure is fuel consumption. Average liters of fuel per kilometer traveled for all vehicles. How can it be? All vehicles? No, we have to criticize it. Fuel consumption is also a measure for waste. There is nothing for quality. Anything? Okay, on time stops. On time stops is valued by customers. On time stops is valued by customers. So on time stops can be good for quality. Okay, where was I? Fuel consumption. It can be a measure for waste, but how can fuel consumption be equal in all vehicles? Traveling all road, is consumption is same in all vehicles? No, this cannot be the case. It may vary. It may vary based on the type of vehicle. A large vehicle will consume more fuel. It will have high engine capacity. Then the fuel consumption will vary in the rural area and the urban area. right? You must understand it. Whoever drives, whoever have knowledge of a vehicle will understand that fuel consumption will not be equal in all vehicles. Okay, then on time stops, percentage of stops made within 30 minutes of the book time. Percentage of stops made. Here the stops, the definition of stops given earlier, I told it, I discussed it earlier. So percentage of stops made within 30 minutes of the book time. On time of stops. When do they say this is on time? When the percentage of when the stops made within 30 minutes. So here is the star sign. Why it is for. Zones receive complaints from customers relating to deliveries not made on time. Okay, customers are complaining about their quality, the delivery on time, of which less than 0.001% or too less relates to the deliveries made within 30 minutes of the book time. This is too small. Whenever in any case of taking any decision, we should think that is it going to add value to the customers or not. So if we think of measuring anything to reduce this, that will have a cost. But I don't think the cost will exceed this benefit because the complaint is too less. Okay. Here I got no direct measure for delivery. That could be amount of time needed to arrange a collection, a parcel, or to deliver a parcel. What time is needed to deliver a parcel or to collect a parcel could be a measure for delivery. Then there is nothing mentioned for cycle time. That could be time taken between the collecting and delivering a parcel. What is cycle time? Here for the delivery business, the cycle time can be the time between collecting a parcel and delivering it to the expected person. And again, no measure for quality, and it's nothing clear, though their mission is to maintaining quality, but nothing mentioned, nothing is clear. What do the organization mean about the by writing the word quality? What quality do they want? Quality can be related to on-time stops. Okay, maybe, I don't know. Okay, let's read the answer. I discussed what need to be discussed, right? Vehicle utilization, I said that this is good for waste, but the way they are doing it cannot be the right way. Then fuel consumption, it's good, but they are doing it equally for all vehicles. This should be criticized. On time stops, good, really good. Percentage of stops made within 30 minutes. 30 minutes is the target for the business, fine. So let's see what the suggested answer is. Operational performance is represented by the 4 elements at the bottom level. Told you, right? Bottom level of performance pyramid, which are quality, delivery, cycle time, and waste. It is unclear what quality means in the context of the corporate vision. What quality do they expect from their work? Though the measure of on-time stops could be interpreted as a quality measure, because the percentage increases of on-time delivery will increase the customer satisfaction, right? Okay, this is valued by customers. There is no direct measure of cycle time. Yeah. For example, the time taken between collecting a parcel and delivering it. What is the cycle time? Cycle time means how long do you need? What amount of time are you taking between collecting a parcel and delivering it to the right person? Moreover, there is no direct measure for delivery. Amount of time needed to arrange a delivery, to arrange a collection. Nothing is mentioned about delivery. Okay, they are being precise. They are discussing 3 measures separately. Now, vehicle utilization. This is a good way to measure waste. The more the vehicle utilization is, the higher the vehicle utilization is, the lower the cost will be. And at times, and at one point of time, when they will they will utilize their vehicle properly, they will need less vehicle. Currently, they have 1,000 vehicles. They might need more. They might need less vehicles if they are increasing their utilization. Okay, fine. What did they say? Just let's see. The greater the utilization of vehicle capacity, the lower the waste. Okay, same thing. For example, of vehicle running cost, in the long run, higher vehicle utilization would mean the number of vehicle operated could be reduced. Yeah, higher utilization. I read it, so I read the question long back, but the thing I remembered exactly matched. Okay, higher vehicle utilization would mean the number of vehicles operated could be reduced for same level of activity. Yeah, if we can utilize our vehicle properly, then we will need less number of vehicle. This would lead to increased productivity. Yeah, our productivity is increasing. As a result, our financial performance will be good. A vehicle is less needed means our cost will decrease. As a result, our financial performance will be achieved. We can add value for shareholders. That is the achieving of the corporate vision. Okay, then the criticism, vehicle utilization is vary according to the location. Yeah, one of the most important thing, how long a vehicle is driving, how long a vehicle is riding. On the basis of that, the vehicle utilization will vary. Time of the year, throughout the year the demand may not be the same. Type of vehicle used, different types of vehicle will be of different size, and also measured inconsistently, and also is measured inconsistently. Why inconsistently? Because there are different things. According to the type of vehicle, vehicle utilization may be too broad measure. So vehicle utilization will be a too broad measure, making it difficult to manage performance. So through this measure, through the measure of vehicle utilization, it will be tough to check the operational performance. Areas of poor performance may mask their areas of good performance. Similarly, measuring utilization as an average between the at the beginning and end of the day may not actually represent the average utilization during the day. What is their utilization during the day is not reflected by doing this beginning and ending. Okay, what do they do throughout the day? They should also be checked. Okay, then fuel consumption, reducing fuel consumption would lead to a significant increase in financial performance at Jones. We know that if the fuel consumption is reduced, the cost will be saved, the financial performance will be increased. Measuring average fuel consumption per kilometer traveled. Yeah, for all vehicles, they said for all vehicles, each and every vehicle traveling per kilometer will not consume same amount of fuel. However, this is not directly related to the activity. For example, to the number of parcels delivered. So they can use number of parcels, fuel consumption as a percentage of number of parcels delivered. Okay, average fuel consumption will vary between type of, I told it earlier, will vary between the rural and urban area. A large vehicle may have high fuel consumption per kilometer. Okay, fine, but it also carry large number of parcels. Another thing is that a large vehicle will carry large number of parcels. Average fuel consumption per kilometer is not a good measure of waste. This is not a good measure of waste or any other aspects of performance. This is not good for waste, not for cycle time, not for delivery, not for quality. So this measure should be changed to average fuel consumed per parcel delivered. Okay, that can be that can be suitable for waste. I was checking where is it suitable. It can be suitable for waste. I'm saying again, average fuel consumption per kilometer is not a good measure of waste. So to make it good, we can change it to average fuel consumed per parcel delivered. Okay, then the last measure suggested by them, on-time stops. Customers are likely to value on-time stops very highly, and along with value for money, this will be one of the main reasons they will choose to use Jones. So the more they will be on time, the customer will increase, customers will be satisfied, and they will use Jones service. This is reflected in the corporate vision. What is their vision? Their vision is to provide quality service and also ultimately increasing value for shareholders. For this they need customer satisfaction. The proportion of on-time stops is a measure of operational performance which relates to quality element of the performance pyramid and is a key driver of customer satisfaction. This is a key driver. On-time stops is a key driver for achieving customer satisfaction. That's all for today. You try to read the requirement C by your own, because these are simple requirement. There are 5 steps. You need to just illustrate this using the scenario. Just read the requirement. This is a 9-mark question. I think it's a good question. Before reading this question, you need to have knowledge about Six Sigma. I'm just discussing something about Six Sigma. Six Sigma is a method used for improving quality. So how can it be suitable in this organization? First, we need to know what is Six Sigma. Six Sigma is a quality improvement process technique. It does not believe in perfection. You need to write this in your answer. How somehow by relating to the scenario. You don't need to mention all the things I said, but I'm talking general about Six Sigma. Six Sigma does not believe in perfection. It reduces the defect in a tolerable limit. It tries to reduce the defect in a tolerable limit. It identifies the tolerance level. So what does it do? It sets the tolerance level. So it tries to keep everything within the tolerance limit, tolerable limit. It believes that perfect outcome cannot be produced. So it believes that we can never be perfect, but we can go near to the perfection. If we adopt Six Sigma, then customers will have less opportunity to complain, because we will have a tight tolerable limit. We will not exceed it. We will try to be within the limit. So if we are in the limit, the customers will get less chance to do it. So how the Six Sigma do it? Firstly, the Six Sigma focuses excessive focus on customers. It thinks that improving the business process is a key to success, and management basically takes decision based on data and facts. So it needs proactive involvement of management, and moreover effective leadership. A Six Sigma needs an effective leadership and a proactive management, because it needs the involvement of management. So it tries to understand different functional and divisional boundary of an organization, and it tries to help one division with another division. Increased knowledge of quality management is another issue of Six Sigma. They try to increase knowledge on quality management. So what is DMAIC? Here the requirement is advise whether 2 measures defined in Appendix 3. In Appendix 3 we are given with 2 measures. What are the measures? On time stops, failed deliveries. These are the 2 measures. So how will it be able to? Let's see what is the requirement. Advise whether 2 measures defined in Appendix 3 are suitable. Are they suitable for use in DMAIC method to implement Six Sigma? We want to implement Six Sigma. Now we need to use DMAIC. Now are these 2 measures suitable? Because we want to improve delivery performance, quality of delivery, right? What is define means? Define means defining the customer requirement. What is my goal? What is my specific goal that needs to be defined, and what is the customer requirement that needs to be defined? So D stands for define. Then measure. We will measure what is our current performance and how are we performing. Then we need to collect data, and then we have to analyze the data. Why will we analyze this data? A stands for analyze. We will analyze data for defining the root cause. Then I stands for improve. We will try to improve our current performance because we have identified the root cause. What is the loophole? We have identified this. Now we will try to improve our performance. Six Sigma team identifies possible solution to improve the process because we have already identified the loophole. Then control. Control means a monitoring process, a control mechanism to check whether my improvement processes, my improvement activities are perfectly followed. Let's see the answer. What do they say? Here, first we need to check the appendix 3, on time stops. Currently they are doing it within 30 minutes, but they want to do it within 10 minutes of the book time. Is it necessary? This is too less, the complaint is. Okay, then failed deliveries, percentage of deliveries which cannot be made due to the customer being unavailable to take the delivery. Who are not taking the delivery, who are unavailable, we cannot reach them by parcel being incorrectly addressed. Currently 5% of deliveries are failed and have to be returned to the depot. So this is the rate, current rate, failed deliveries. Let's see how DMAIC can help. The DMAIC acronym stands for Define, Measure, Analyze, Improve and Control. These are the 5 phases by which the Six Sigma methodology is implemented. This is the methods. These are the 5 steps. I told you, right, how Six Sigma is implemented. Using these phases, these steps, Six Sigma is implemented. To be suitable for using DMAIC method, measures defined must have certain characteristics. So let's try to connect them, relate them. Percentage of stops made within 10 minutes of book time. According to Six Sigma method, only those measures which are valued by customers should be measured, because define means defining the customer need. So according to Six Sigma, those measured which are valued by customers should be measured. On time stops will be valued by customers and contribute to customer satisfaction. This is good. Currently, however, all complaints which zones received from customers relating to stops not made on time, less than around 1 per million of these relate to those made within 30 minutes of the book time. This level of complaints is so low that would already achieve the very low number. We cannot be perfect, right? 3.4 per million of failures target by implementation of the Six Sigma methodology. It seems that customers will not value stops made within 10 minutes of the book time any more than they would value those within 30 minutes. Another principles of Six Sigma methodology is not to measure what customers are already satisfied with. So Six Sigma says that we shouldn't do anything that will not value to us, that will not add value to us, because our customers are already satisfied. Why should we do something that is not necessary? So another principle of Six Sigma method is not to measure what customers are already satisfied with. They are already satisfied with the stops made in the 30 minutes of the book time. The percentage of stops made in 10 minutes of the book time is not suitable to measure. It is not suitable. The time and cost of making the measurement will exceed the benefit of doing so. It will take more time. It will cost more to make the stops within 10 minutes. It's really tough. It will be expensive, but the benefit from this is not going to exceed the cost. Rather, the cost is going to exceed the benefit. So the organization shouldn't do this. If the percentage would be high, here a percentage is mentioned, you might have seen. If the percentage would be high, 5%, 10%, 2%, 3%, we would try to reduce the percentage, but now it's pretty less important. Then failed deliveries. Failed deliveries will represent a considerable cost to zones in terms of wasted fuel and driver time, because we have gone there. A driver needed to drive the vehicle, fuel needed to run the vehicle, but we failed to make the delivery. So we have incurred our cost, but we are not success to make the delivery. It may also reduce flexibility by using up the vehicle capacity, because we are carrying parcels which is not being delivered. So we are using unnecessary parcels, which the space of those parcels could be used to carry other parcels. Even though deliveries may fail due to traffic congestion, they will still reduce customer satisfaction. Whatever the reason of delivery failure, it will decrease the customer satisfaction. So the percentage of failed deliveries is currently 5%, well above the target rate for failure under the Six Sigma methodology, which is better than 3.4 per million accuracy. So, and in this respect would be a suitable measure. according to the Six Sigma method, only those measures which can be improved should be measured. I told it earlier, we have read it earlier here, not to measure what the customers don't value. So according to the Six Sigma method, only those measures can be improved should be measured. There are some measures which we cannot improve, we shouldn't measure it. Failed deliveries arising from customers being unavailable to take delivery is completely out of Jones' control. Customers are not available. This is not my fault. We cannot improve it. So deliveries failing due to incorrectly addressed parcels could be reduced to some extent. So what can we improve? We can improve that if we are failing to deliver because of wrong address, we can improve it. For example, by the use of information technology to check the correct address. We can use information technology to check the correct address of the customers, but most failures due to this are outside Jones' control, because if customers don't provide the address correctly, Jones doesn't have any option to make the correct delivery. So as failed deliveries cannot significantly improve, this is not a suitable measure. So what we have concluded here, none of the measures is good for the organization named Jones. So try to memorize the steps involved in Six Sigma. What is the core knowledge of Six Sigma, and memorize this pyramid, because at times this will not be given. In most of the times this will not be given, and when it is not given, you may draw it. It may be able to give you 1 mark extra. Okay, I'm telling again, try to manage time and try to improve handwriting. These two are critical success factor for APM, for any ACCA professional level paper. It's really important. Okay, if you need such solutions, such questions again and again, subscribe my channel. I'll be uploading all the new questions each and every day. You will get new questions. Whenever you don't feel like reading the question, you don't feel like writing the question, just open YouTube, just watch the video. It will add value. You will learn something new. No, don't keep any stone unturned. Try very hardly, because APM pass rate is really low, not because the paper is tough, but because students don't know what to write. They have the knowledge, they know what is Six Sigma, they know what is pyramid, they know what is valuation management, they know what is APM, but they don't know how to apply it with the scenario. So whenever you will solve question one after one, you will be able to know how to apply this, because there will be different types of industry in your exam. You need to know how to relate a model with a scenario, because if you don't know how to link, then you are not going to pass. You may get 30 marks, you may get 49 marks, but you will never get 50 if you cannot relate the model with the scenario. If you cannot apply the knowledge with the scenario, you will never pass. Examiner says again and again that don't write the definition. We know the definition. We don't need to know the definition. Don't write the formula. We can get it by using Google. Don't write unnecessary things. Just try to say something that will add value to the business. That's all for today. Take care and subscribe my channel for new videos. I want you to pass. I want you to rank in the world in APM marks.